But I want to speak a few minutes on shame, okay? Because I'm hearing a lot of my friends speak with shame. It sounds something like this. I feel bad that I have a job while people are losing their jobs. That is not an honorable statement. That is a shame statement. I want you to hear that clearly. I feel bad that I have more than enough while people are losing their jobs. What you're saying is, I feel bad that God has blessed me, or I feel bad that I've worked hard and positioned myself that even if I lose my job, I'll probably be okay. Or I lost my job and I'm not afraid and I feel bad about that. See, we think that it's I either lose my job and feel bad about losing my job, or I don't lose my job and I feel bad about not losing my job. First option, second option, there's a third option. I won't feel any fear if I lose my job, and I won't feel any shame if I keep my job. And what shame does, shame isn't being convicted. Convicted is, boom, here's one thing. You could have done this. Les, I told you to do this, you didn't do it. Conviction, repentance, and then I get up and walk again. And I'm like, change my mind, I'm going to walk different. Shame is, there is something wrong with you that you're out of work again. There's just something wrong. The whole part of you is wrong. And then shame also sounds over here. If you keep your job, there's something wrong with you being blessed. You don't deserve to be blessed. Well, unless everybody else is being blessed. You don't deserve to be taken care of unless everybody else is taken care of. And we're in a culture of shame right now. Pretty heavy culture of shame. You should feel bad if you blank. If you feel this, you should overwhelmingly feel bad about yourself. If you believe this overwhelmingly, and they can't point to anything that you've done, because have you done anything wrong if you've kept your job? Have you done anything wrong if you have the privilege of staying home and working from your house and still getting paid? Have you done anything wrong if you've lost your job? Have you done anything wrong if you have a job where you have to go to work and be exposed to COVID or anything like that? It just is what it is, my friends. It's not, life isn't happening to you, that you're a victim to the world, you're a victim to life. What it is, it's just happening before you. And as you see it unfold, you get to decide, will I look at it in the option of, let's say, liberal viewpoint, or conservative viewpoint, or the kingdom viewpoint, the third option. Will I be afraid, or will I be angry, or will I choose an emotion from the kingdom realm right now? Which one will I do? And we usually choose between good or bad. We decide it's one or two. Which one's the best? Is it good or bad? But there's a third option called life. And we see this in the Garden of Eden. We think there's three trees. We think there's a tree of good, a tree of evil, and a tree of life. But there's two trees. The one tree is good and evil. And we stand before it and we pick and choose. This fruit's good, this fruit's bad. But they come from the same root. I want you to see that. We're never created to choose between good and evil. We're created to choose life. And when we choose life, we surrender to Him and His ways. And so when shame comes in, shame says you could have done this or this or this or this. But for us, we always choose life. All right? So when we're thinking of COVID, or when we're thinking about this, everything's happening socially with some riots and with police brutality and anything like that, there's this, blank lives matter or no blank lives matter, or no this or that. We're back and forth, and we should support this or we should support this, and you should feel angry about this, or you should feel really sad about this, or you should feel fearful about this, or you should feel angry about this. There's a third option outside of the realm of what Facebook and media, CNN and Fox News are offering us. There's a third option. I'm suggesting you choose the third option. You always look for the third option. You might even close your heart off a little bit or a lot to the other two options until you get the third option right. Don't let your media, don't let your radio, don't let talk radio, don't let your favorite author, your favorite commentator, your favorite whatever tell you which one is good and which one is evil. You hear him and he lets us know. And then we can speak more deeply to those things. And then, no matter what unrest is going on, no matter what confusion is out there, we walk with clarity because we're walking on an eternal truth, a heavenly truth that is going to produce a lot more life in us, okay? So, shame, I want to break that shame off. And I'm looking at y'all now. I haven't heard anybody here say yet. You might be thinking this, I feel bad because I have a job, or I feel bad because I get paid, or I feel bad. I had somebody tell me this month, more than one person, is I feel bad that we're still getting paid and we're enjoying the last 6 weeks more than we've enjoyed all of this year. And so, but that's shame. That is shame, saying you shouldn't feel happy when other people are unhappy. Other people, there's always tragedy going on. This tragedy just happens to impact America and us specifically more than other tragedies. But there's hurricanes and volcanoes and tsunamis and death and rampages and brutality everywhere in the world. There always has been. It will not stop, okay? And all of our shame, or all of our I feel bad about this, doesn't help it. What helps it is the way we live our life from these kingdom values. And this idea of the third option, always the third option is kingdom value over conservative or liberal values. Kingdom values over this denomination or this denomination, or these values that churches are even offering us. There's a kingdom value, okay? So I want us to tackle that, and I'm not going to go any further with shame except I'm going to pray right now, okay? So if you felt that way, or if you felt like you're hearing that, I want you to pray for that person, and I want you to pray for you to have a voice of hope that will highlight shame and help us deal with that, okay? In our personal relationships with people. So either way, be praying.